The Columbia Classics Volume 3 4K box set has been officially announced. The classic John Hughes comedy Planes, Trains, and Automobiles has been rumored for 4K for a November release date. Highlander is getting an overseas 4K release. Will there be a 4K Lionsgate Steelbook next? And Surely You Can't Be Serious Paramount Airplane has been rumored for 4K later this year. All this and more in the latest physical media report. Stay tuned. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. I am Ken, and we are here for the Physical Media Report, episode 120. That is right, guys, your weekly dose of physical media goodness, where we talk about everything new and exciting in the world of Blu-ray and 4K and physical media. We've got tons of stuff to cover here today. We've got some rumors, we got some news and announcements, we got deals. Lots of deals, guys, to discuss here today. Lots of good stuff going on right now in the deal category. And then we're going to talk about what is new this week, which there is tons of exciting stuff. Last week was a little bit of a dull week, but we are really kicking things up this week. Tons of exciting stuff to talk about that I can't wait to get into with you guys. But before we start the Physical Media Report, episode 120, guys, I need you guys to do something for me. I need you to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you like physical media, Blu-rays, 4Ks, owning the movies that you love, all this stuff here behind me, then definitely hit that subscribe button. Also, be sure to like this video and comment down below, guys, of everything that we cover here today. And we've got a lot of stuff to get into. What are you the most excited about? What are you the most amped up for? What gets your juices flowing the most? Let me know in that comment section below, and then turn on those bell notifications for all future videos. So let's get into the rumors, guys. And these rumors come from the Disc Father on Instagram. So the first one that we got to talk about, and guys, look, surely you can't be serious. Surely Paramount, you can't be serious with this crap. You done released a Blu-ray, a Paramount Presents Blu-ray, a Steelbook, all within the past couple of years, and now you're going to come out with a 4K of Airplane. Yes, apparently Paramount is planning a 4K release of the movie Airplane, starring Leslie Nielsen, coming out at some point before the end of the year. So I'm a huge Airplane fan. It's hard for me to imagine a world where I don't pick this up. But again, I've already got like 2 or 3 versions of Airplane back there on Blu-ray. I don't know if I need another Airplane. I even got the Surely You Can't Be Serious DVD that came out, I think, in like 2002 or something. I can't remember when that thing came out, but I love Airplane. It's one of my favorite comedies of all time, one of my favorite spoof comedies of all time, but I don't know, a 4K, do we really need a 4K for Airplane? I'm going to say yes. I think this movie will look pretty good in 4K, and I think I kind of do need Airplane. But let me know in the comment section below if you're excited for Airplane. Again, it goes back into the whole Paramount releasing. You know, they did a Paramount Presents of Airplane, then a Steelbook, and now they're going to do a 4K. Are you down for all these re-releases? Let me know in that comment section below. So another one that just got a Steelbook last year, I think last November, was Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. And apparently that is going to be coming to 4K soon as well. November the 8th, in fact. We do have a not confirmed release date, but a speculated release date of November the 8th, which makes sense. This is probably one of the few Thanksgiving-themed holiday movies out there. So it makes sense that it would come out November the 8th. So again, we got a Planes, Trains, and Automobiles Steelbook last November as well, which I did pick up. So that is the only version of that movie that I own. So I don't know. I guess I'll pick this one up at 4K too. It's a classic. It's a comedy classic. Steve Martin, John Candy. It really doesn't get any better than Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. It's just one of the greatest comedies of all time. But again, I've talked about this before numerous times with Paramount. They put these Steelbooks out there to test the waters. Wayne's World, apparently that's going to be getting a 4K. Mean Girls is probably next. They're putting out Catch Me If You Can soon. That's probably going to be getting a 4K as well. So the trend continues with these, you know, Steelbooks and Blu-ray editions. And then if everybody picks them up, then they're like, okay, people are interested in this movie. Let's put out a 4K release. So again, neither of these are confirmed to be true, but they are heavily indicated and speculated that Airplane and Planes, Trains, and Automobiles will be hitting the 4K format before the end of the year. Now let's get into the news, and we've got some really exciting stuff to dive into. And the first thing that we're going to talk about is that Columbia Classics Volume 3 4K box set has not officially been announced, but we do have images of what it's going to look like. I love that it's blue. I love that color. I think it looks fantastic. The first one was black. The last one last year was like a maroon reddish color, and now we're getting a blue color. I think that's awesome. I want to dive into the movies in this because I already talked about them a couple of weeks ago on the Physical Media Report, but apparently in this set, and this is going to be released by Sony. No release date as of yet. Sony hasn't come out and given an official release date, but we do have it on Bluray.com that it is coming out with these movies attached to it. So it happened one night, From Here to Eternity, To Sir with Love, The Last Picture Show, Annie, and As Good as It Gets are these 6 movies that's supposed to be in this set. So I want to talk about this for a little bit because I've heard a lot of people saying this isn't the movies in here aren't the most exciting, which I can definitely understand. You just think the last year in that box set, Taxi Driver alone sold that set for me. And then you throw in Stripes with the classic Bill Murray comedy. Then you had The Social Network, which a lot of people would say is like the best movie of the 2010s. So that just, in and of itself, just those 3 titles alone were enough to, I think, sell that. Then you had some other well-regarded classics like Oliver and Anatomy of a Murder with James Stewart. So all of those titles that came out last year, they just had that notoriety to them that really helped pop that set. Even the set before it, like A League of Their Own, is like one of my favorite movies of all time. So that movie alone sold that set for me. And then you throw in Dr. Strangelove, a Kubrick film. You got Lawrence of Arabia, Gandhi, Jerry Maguire. It's just those titles just felt like they had a little bit more to them. Again, I'm not as familiar with all these other films. They could be great films. They could be excellent films. Some of the greatest films of all time. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are screaming at your screen or phone or TV or whatever you're watching me on. You're like, Ken, these movies are amazing. You shouldn't be putting them down like this. I am not putting them down like this at all. I'm just saying the notoriety for the films. I've been seeing it. Everybody, you know, kind of talking about this as it's been announced. And people aren't as excited for this one as they have been previous ones. So I just want to say right off the top, As Good as It Gets is the only film in this set that I've seen. And if that's the premier title of this set, and again, I'm sure the other classics are great. Annie, I'm sure, is great. The Last Picture Show I have heard of. I'm sure that's a fantastic film, but As Good as It Gets, I am not a fan of that movie. I watched it for the first time like 4 or 5 years ago, and I didn't like it that much. I mean, Jack Nicholson's great. Helen Hunt's great. Like, I like the actors in the movie. Cuba Gooding Jr.'s in the movie. Like, I like everybody that's in the film. It's just something about that movie didn't click that well for me, and I just didn't really enjoy it at all. I don't know. There's something about it. I could not get down with that movie. I definitely don't recognize it as a classic that should be a part of the set. I feel like there's much better films in the Sony catalog that they could have put in this set. So right off the top, it has a mark against it for me personally, just because I don't like As Good as It Gets. Now, if I'm going to purchase this, I'm resting my faith solely in the fact that the other 5 films are going to be amazing, because I already know that one of them is not. So am I going to get this set? Probably. I'm a completionist. I want all the Columbia Classics editions. Now, I might not get it day one. I might wait a little bit till that price drops, but the thing that happened with the first one is, and what makes that kind of risky, is the first one went out of print pretty early on, and you had to get, if you wanted to get that thing, it was like $400. Now, the second one, they kind of learned their lesson, and I think they overproduced those because they're still selling those for cheap at like $80, $90, $100 or something like that. I'm not exactly sure what the price is right now, but that went down super cheap, and I think it was like $130, $140 when it first came out. So I might hold off on this one a little bit till it gets a little bit cheaper, but I'm always excited for more classic films to hit the 4K format, regardless of if I've heard of them or not. It's always cool to have these older classics just restored in the best possible format. I think we need more of that. We need more of the stuff. Like, we get a lot of stuff from the 80s and 90s that everybody gets excited about, the 70s, but we don't get a lot of stuff from the 30s and the 40s and the 50s, and I hope that we see more of that in the future. And Columbia Classics, you know, Sony has been doing an excellent job with these box sets, just bringing some of these classic films to the 4K format. So I definitely appreciate it for that. I'm not a big As Good as It Gets fan, so I'm trying to get excited for it, but it's just hard when you already have a film in there that I don't enjoy. So, but let me know, guys, there are all these movies that happen one night, From Here to Eternity, To Sir with Love. You know, you got Sidney Poitier in that one. The Last Picture Show, Annie. Is that worth it? Is that worth the price of the admission for you? Are you going to be picking up the set? Let me know in that comment section below. We also have Highlander. There can be only one 4K release of Highlander. Right now, Italy has got this release. So it's on Amazon Italy. Italian physical media distributor Eagle will be releasing Highlander on 4K on October the 5th. So again, this is not going to be a domestic release. If you want Highlander in 4K, you're going to have to import this release from Eagle. But hopefully with the restoration work being done, like this is, Lionsgate has released Highlander here in the States on Blu-ray. Hopefully this means that somewhere down the line, hopefully within the next 6 months, we see Highlander get a fire Lionsgate Steelbook treatment. Like, that would be amazing. So I hope that this indicates, again, this is not a domestic release, but hopefully this is an indicator that we will be receiving Highlander in 4K very soon here in the States. So if you want Highlander though on 4K and you don't want to wait, October the 5th, it's supposed to be coming out from Eagle in Italy, so you're gonna have to import that. So definitely get excited for that fight. I'm so excited to see Highlander on a Lionsgate Steelbook cover. It's gonna be amazing. So let's get into the next announcement. That is the Black Phone has been officially announced to come out on Blu-ray from Universal on August the 16th, which is just next week. So I don't remember the last time we've got an announcement for something that's like a week, at least like a high-profile movie like this. The Black Phone was a pretty big film with the theaters. Everybody was talking about it. Everybody was praising it, saying it was one of the best horror movies of the year. And it got announced last week to be coming out on August the 16th. So yeah, the Black Phone, I rented. If I would have known it was coming out this damn soon, I wouldn't have spent $20 to get the darn thing on VOD. But I watched the Black Phone. I liked it quite a bit. I didn't think it was as good as people were hyping it up to be, but I enjoyed the Black Phone for sure. Am I going to pick it up on Blu-ray? Probably not day one, but I'll probably wait for a price drop on that one, or the inevitable 4K, because that seems to be the trend nowadays. You release it on Blu-ray, and a couple of months later, you get a 4K release. They're not gonna malignant me again with the Black Phone, so I'll wait for possibly the 4K treatment for that one. So Bullet Train got a 4K and Blu-ray announcement this weekend, and a Steelbook set that's a non-Best Buy exclusive Steelbook. It looks like it has a bunch of cards and stuff in it as well. Sony is supposed to be releasing this on October the 25th. So Bullet Train starring Brad Pitt came out in theaters this weekend. I didn't get a chance to see it. I've been hearing kind of mixed things about it, but I am excited to check it out. I'll probably be grabbing that 4K when it comes out and watching it for the first time then. But let me know if you're excited for Bullet Train or if you saw it in the theaters over the weekend in the comment section below. Nope. A movie that I did see in the theaters over the weekend is coming to 4K, and it's getting a Best Buy exclusive Steelbook from Universal. This is already up on the Best Buy site on October the 18th. So this is a pretty cool Steelbook, and I think on the surface, like, it's not the best looking artwork, but when you see the movie, like, it makes a lot of sense. And I think it's pretty cool. It kind of reminds me a little bit, and the movie itself did as well, of Arrival, just the way that kind of ship opening looked from the perspective of inside the ship, and that's kind of what they're using there for the cover. So I think it's a good design. I've been hearing people kind of crap on it a little bit, and I would definitely like maybe that classic poster of Nope with the cloud and that kite and stuff in the air, but I think this is fine for what we're getting. I actually might end up getting this one. I don't hate this artwork, but Nope is a really good movie. I enjoyed the hell out of that movie. I saw it in theaters. I would definitely be owning this one, either the 4K slipcover or the Steelbook when it comes out on October the 18th. Now, we also got Watership Down getting a 4K box set from the British Film Institute on October the 24th. So I rumored this, I think, a couple weeks ago, but this is a really nice set that they're showing off here right now. So this has all the bells and whistles, cards, booklets, everything from the British Film Institute. I don't think they've ever released a 4K set like this, but it's definitely super nice. I don't know if I'm going to be getting it. I'm not familiar with the movie, but if you're a fan of this film, I mean, this is like a premier collector's edition set of Watership Down. So definitely pretty cool. Now, the score starring Robert De Niro is getting a 4K from Kino Lorber. We talked about this one a couple of weeks ago. That's going to be coming out on October the 11th. The Usual Suspects is getting a 4K release from Kino Lorber as well on October the 25th. So this has been announced on Blu-ray.com, but there's no image of that cover or what this is going to look like. I like Usual Suspects. I didn't love it when I watched it. I think a lot of Usual Suspects is really hinges on that twist. So if you already know the twist like I did, a lot of the movie just, I don't know, it just feels kind of bland. I know I'm in the minority of that. I know a lot of people really love this movie. But yeah, let me know if you're going to pick up Usual Suspects on 4K in the comment section below. Marathon Man on 4K is coming from Kino Lorber sometime this year in 2022. I'm not as familiar with this movie, so I can't really speak on it too much. Elvis on 4K and Blu-ray was announced by Warner Brothers this past week to come out on September the 13th. I am really looking forward to this movie. I heard tons of great things about it, and I cannot wait to get this one on 4K and talk about it with you guys, because I've been foaming about it. I love a good musical biopic. I love Bohemian Rhapsody. I love Rocket Man, so I cannot wait to watch Elvis on 4K. The Bourne 4K backpack box set has been announced from Universal on November the 15th. How many damn Bourne box sets, steel books, and all that stuff, collections can they release? This just seems so stupid. Like, this is the most impractical set I've ever seen in my life. It's literally like a suitcase baggy thing. I think it's got like a compass in it or something. It's got a telescope. I don't know. It just seems so unnecessary that they would release this. Is anybody planning on buying this thing? I'm going to be showing images off to you guys, or do you think it's as ridiculous as I do? This is like the 5th time this year they've released the entire Bourne franchise on 4K. But let me know if you're interested in that in the comment section below. Where the Crawdad Sing has been announced coming up from Sony on September the 13th on Blu-ray. We also got Aqua Teen Forever Phantasm 4K coming out from Warner Brothers on November the 8th. I'm not going to lie, when I first saw this on Bluray.com, I just saw Phantasm across it. I wasn't even paying attention to all the cartoon characters and stuff. I used to watch a little bit of Aqua Teen, like I know what it is, but I didn't recognize it. I was like, Phantasm 4K. I was like, hell yeah, Phantasm's coming to 4K. That's amazing. Then I looked at it, I was like, Aqua Teen. I was like, oh man, I'm like, what is this? Like, who decided to greenlight this release? But that's coming out from Warner Brothers on November the 8th. We also got Ski Patrol coming to Blu-ray from MVD Rewind on November the 22nd. We got Happy Birthday to Me coming to Blu-ray from Kino Lorber on October the 18th. So this is another Mill Creek release that they came out with the retro VHS slipcover and all that stuff that Kino Lorber is bringing over. They did the same thing with Hudson Hawk. I know Mill Creek doesn't have like exclusive rights to a lot of the stuff they put out, so I imagine they're kind of dipping from the same rights pool, but it is cool that they're bringing this out. It does have a cool slipcover to it, but I also have a cool edition of Happy Birthday to Me. I like that retro VHS slipcover, so I don't know if this one's going to be worth a pickup for me or not. Now let's get into the deals and the pre-order. So we talked about the Halloween Curse of Michael Myers Resurrection H2O box set, 4K box set that got announced last week from Screen Factory and how high that price was. Right now on Amazon, it has dropped down significantly to $104.99 for the pre-order for that one. So if you did want to grab this because you thought $130 was just a little bit too high for 3 films on 4K, again, it's technically 4 films because you get Curse with that producer's cut, then definitely order off of Amazon, pre-order off of Amazon for $104.99. That's a good price for that, I believe. And it may get a little bit lower, but I don't see it getting much lower before the actual release comes out. So that's honestly probably the route that I'm going to go. I just don't like these movies enough to spend $130 on them. So if I order those from Screen Factory, it'd be just to get those things early so I can talk about them with you guys on this channel. It would not be for me at all. So I'm just kind of conflicted as to which option I want to take. But it is possible I order from Amazon. Maybe I'll get it a little bit earlier there. I don't know. The last Halloweens that came out, everybody on Amazon got those first, and then I got them last when I ordered from Shout Factory. So I might get them first if I order from Amazon, but who knows? But it is available right now for $104.99 if you want to get it for that lower option. Again, you're not going to get the posters if you don't order off a Screen Factory, but you are going to get that box set still. So yeah, I think that might be the best option for those movies at this point. But Return of the Living Dead on 4K also dropped down to $29.99 for the pre-order of that one. The Mad Max Anthology set is $55.86, which is 4 Mad Max films on 4K for less than $15 a piece. Actually like $14 a piece. So that's a really good price for that set. Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent on 4K is $23.13 right now. With No Way Home, Spider-Man No Way Home on 4K is $22.92. Fantastic Beasts and the Secrets of Dumbledore on 4K is $24.99. So that dropped down about $5. That came out a couple of weeks ago, I think. Actually, it might have been like a month and a half ago by now. I lose all track of time, just concept of time, I feel like, doing these reports every single week. Aero Video has got a sale going on right now. We talked about this one last week. It's been going on for about a week and a half now until August the 22nd. So definitely get on Aero Video's site if you're interested in any of those titles. They are all around between 17 and 20 bucks for just the regular Blu-rays, and then the 4Ks are about 30, and then the box sets are about 40 to 50 bucks. So some good deals on there right now if you know where to look for sure. Shout Factory just announced that they're starting a sale as of today until August the 15th. So this is a week-long sale for just their Shout Factory and Shout Select titles on their website. So I will link both the Aero sale and the Shout Factory sale down below if you want to check those out. And let's get into what is new this week, guys, because like I said, we've got a ton of really cool stuff to talk about that's coming out this week, starting with Heat, coming out from Disney on 4K for $24.41 for the standalone slipcover. We also got a 4K steelbook for $29.99, and I believe that is a Best Buy exclusive steelbook. Definitely cool artwork on that steelbook, but I'm sticking with the slipcover on this one. I've been hearing some divisive things about this one. I've been hearing it's a good transfer. I've been hearing It's a great transfer. I've been hearing it's a lousy transfer. So I'm really interested in getting this one and checking it out for myself and seeing where it falls. Definitely expect a review for that one at some point. Event Horizon is getting a 4K Steelbook this week from Paramount for $27.96. Now, if you want to get Event Horizon on 4K, you have to buy this Steelbook. That is the only option. They have not released a slipcover with this one. So if you want Event Horizon on 4K, you're going to have to get this Steelbook. And this is not an exclusive Best Buy. You can get this one off of Amazon. We also got Doom hitting 4K from Universal for $19.99. Let me know in the comment section, is anybody planning on getting Doom on 4K? Just let me know. No shame. Just let me know if you're going to get Doom in 4K. I need to know. Are there people that's going to actually pick this thing up? Sonic 2 is another big premiere release coming out this week. We've got tons of editions coming out, including a 4K for $27.99, a Blu-ray for $22.96, a 4K Steelbook from Best Buy for $34.99, a 2-movie Blu-ray collection for $29.95, and a Walmart exclusive Blu-ray with an additional comic book in there for $22.96. So these are all coming out from Paramount. I saw Sonic 2 in the theaters. I don't feel like I need to own it right away. I don't even think I own the first one, to be quite honest. So maybe I'll wait and grab those on like a double pack or something somewhere down the line. I like those movies. I just don't like them enough to spend like, you know, 25, 30 bucks on a 4K when it comes out, when it first releases. So Sonic 2 though, let me know. Are you a fan? Are you going to be picking this up? Let me know in the comment section below. Crimes of the Future, David Cronenberg movie coming out on Blu-ray from Decal, releasing for $14.99, which is definitely a great price for that. I'm really excited to get this one in. As a David Cronenberg, he tends to be a little hit or miss for me, but I am excited to check this one out. Men is coming out on Blu-ray, the new A24 film from Lionsgate for $21.99. A little bit pricey for a new Lionsgate Blu-ray from director Alex Garland. I love Ex Machina. I love Annihilation. So I've heard very, very divisive and mixed things about this one, but I'm hoping I enjoy it. I am going to get the Blu-ray. I do try to collect a lot of the A24 Lionsgate titles with the slipcover, so definitely getting Men and checking it out. And I'm going to try to form my own honest opinion about it and just leave all the noise out of it. But I've been hearing so many things about this movie, but I'm definitely excited to check it out. The Green Planet's coming out on 4K from BBC for $34.95. A lot of people say really great things about these kind of nature documentaries in 4K. They say they honestly look the best than anything else does in 4K. So I'm not getting that, but you know, if you are, let me know. Back to the Beach is coming out, another Paramount Presents title for $21.98 on Blu-ray. Harry Potter, the 20th anniversary reunion special. This is not a new Harry Potter film. This is not the old Harry Potter film. I know there were some people that were confused when I announced this one a couple of weeks back, but Harry Potter, the 20th anniversary reunion, which I believe was an exclusive to HBO Max, which is the entire cast getting back together just to have a reunion and talk about the movie. So this is coming out from Warner Brothers for $19.99. We also got Vevo, a new animated film coming out from Sony for $22.96. Domestic Disturbance with John Travolta and Vince Vaughn. A lot of people have been saying some really good things about this one. It's definitely piqued my interest, and I might actually get this one myself. That's coming out from Paramount for $17.99. We got Down to Earth starring Chris Rock coming out from Paramount for $17.99. I wonder if that's going to sell a little bit better due to all the circumstances from this year. Chris Rock's kind of hot right now because of, you know, the slapping and whatnot. I don't know why I just slapped myself, but I did. But Down to Earth coming out from Paramount for $17.99. Are you going to be picking that up? Are you going to be supporting Chris Rock? Let me know in the comment section. Flying Guillotine Part 2 coming out from 88 Films for $19.99. We also got Dr. Lamb coming out on Blu-ray from Unearthed Films for $34.95. We got Battle of the Worlds coming out from The Film Detective for $19.99. Made in Sweden coming out from Code Red for $19.99. Sandpaper Pictures is releasing 4 new Blu-rays. They are really, Sandpaper Pictures, I don't know too much about them, haven't got too much stuff from them, but they're really killing it this week. They got State of Grace coming out for $19.99. Equest coming out for $19.98. Alexander the Great coming out for $19.99, and Solomon and Sheba coming out for $19.99. We also got 4 new Kino Lorber releases. Next Time We Love for $17.99, Little Man What Now for $17.99, The Trials of Oscar Wilde for $17.99, and Neptune Frost for $19.99. And Last Seen Alive is coming out for Vertical Entertainment for $12.99. And we got Nitro from IFC Films for $14.49. Hot Seat from Lionsgate for $17.99. I believe that's a Mel Gibson movie that's coming out. So Mel Gibson, Lionsgate seems to be alternating. They got Mel Gibson movies one week, they got Bruce Willis the next. We also got a Disney Club movie exclusive with Lilo and Stitch, the 2-movie Blu-ray collector set. So if you are a member of the Disney Club, you should be getting that. Learning to Drive is coming out from Shout Factory for $22.99, and Jazz just fest a New Orleans Stories coming out from Sony for $22.99. And with that, guys, we are done with this week's Physical Media Report. Like I said, tons of stuff to cover here today. I hope you feel more informed in the world of physical media. Please, if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. Hit it right now. I would definitely appreciate it. Like this video. Comment down below, guys, of everything that you're excited about. Comment as many times as you want. I don't care. Let me know what you're excited about in that comment section below. Turn on the bell notifications for all future videos and follow me on all my social media accounts. Those links are down below in the description, and we'll see you next time.